Hey there. Welcome one and all to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. Yes, I did say that correctly. Good. I am Morski, also known as Morski Edge, and I am joined here by my wonderful, fantastic friend. Do you like to say hi?
I would like to say hi.
Hi.
It's me, the fantastic friend Kraken.
And I am here with my little wizard Hugh, who is about to ambush his his
Bigger wizard friend.
friend. Yes. Because dang it, it's been a while and he's been worried and he sure has heard some things recently, so
Yeah, he was heard some concerning
so
things.
yeah, so now's a great time to see how Craigory is doing, right? Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Which I guess on that, how's Craigory doing on I guess it's a sunny day in Halloweentown.
Sunny days in Halloweentown are actually a bit of a rarity. I'll be
That's
real.
true, I guess. Yeah, I mean, true. It's the
Sunlight
Halloween
is
aesthetic. It's either gonna be cloudy or it's it's a clear night. It's a clear night, I guess.
actually, you know what? That's a nice aesthetic. Clear, starry night. It's that actually kind of makes things interesting because Hugh, what are you doing running around Halloweentown at night? Craigory, what are you doing running around Halloweentown at night?
It was probably just a case of it was a busy day, but Hugh told his other brothers that, yeah, he just wants to see how Craigory's doing. He'll be
Time,
back at
yeah.
this time. Love you!
Yeah, time got a bit away from Hugh. It's gotten late, but he's determined to get it done today.
Exactly. Correct. So, so he's gone through the teleportation station, probably got an okay from Decimal and March. So now he's in town. And he'll ask Kara very nicely if he can find Craigory.
Roll that survival, baby.
Yeah. I'm just reopening Hugh's feet. So let's see how this goes. Oh yeah,
You asked so
yeah, that's
very
a 20.
nicely.
Maybe Carl likes you. But yeah, Hugh asked nicely and politely, and yeah, he finds Craigory real quick.
It helps that Craigory's actually out and about and
Craigory,
wandering.
yeah, I guess number one in Craigory, how are you doing? Number two, roll me perception.
Perception first. Let's see how this goes. A 13 is not bad.
Okay, I'll roll stealth to see.
Go, baby rogue, go.
Oh, yeah. Hugh isn't bothering with stealth. Craigory, you hear footsteps behind you, and, possibly a familiar voice calling your name. Are you ready for a hug?
Well, with those advanced warning signs, yes, he is. It's practically to be expected. I think with that, Craiger's able to turn around and basically meet the hug. He knows the
Here you
deal.
are. Yes, good. You are now being hugged by the littler wizard. There's no escape.
He basically accepted this state of affairs a while ago. He was being hugged back.
A
Is
so
everything okay?
Yeah, I guess with that, how is he doing? Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm okay, but how are you doing? It's been a while since we saw each other, and I've heard some things.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have. So I imagine they're still hugging. Craigory kind of shrugged and goes like, "It's been a little rough here, not gonna lie. But things have calmed down."
That's good. It's, so it happens to Gibbs, so... Are you holding up alright?
Better now. Better for it
And
being
you just... He will not, but he'll roll insight anyways.
over.
My favorite roll.
I'm sure.
Nat
Jesus
20.
Christ!
Be perceived, Craigory.
31! What?
31.
I was like, Hugh's modifier is pretty insane, right? It's something like 9. So no, it's an 11. That's a 31.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's 11 with a nat 20. Look, do you see who he all has for family? Do I need to say anymore?
So.
I am including your boy in this as well, you know.
As transparent as he is. Craigory's not lying. He's not lying. He is better than he was.
Telling the whole truth?
He is doing and feeling better than he was in the moment of the things going down. Things are improving. You know, Gibbs is back. That has been dealt with. Gibbs is recovering. All that good stuff. Hugh gets the distinct impression that Craigory was not okay for a hot minute. But it was addressed. It is better now. He's not going to detail, and he's not really acknowledging it to Hugh. Things are worse. Now they're better. And there's also, even unrelated to the events of Broken Message that Hugh was picked up from Decimal and Gibbs, there, it seems like there's a lot in Craigory's mind. There's something that he's worrying about or putting a lot of energy into worrying about. Not necessarily, it's not related to this, it doesn't seem like, and so therefore he has not mentioned it, but it's present.
Okay. It's like, Craigory, you get the distinct feeling that he was giving you a once-over, and is just, well, I'm glad you're feeling better, but I can tell you're worried about something. You want to talk about it?
It's, unfortunately kind of confidential. Honestly. Patron stuff.
Okay.
So.
I guess just, the offer here is here if you ever want it, okay?
And thank you for that, honestly. Genuinely.
Hugh nods and just gives you a squeeze.
Craig's just gonna pull back a bit. Hand still on Hugh's shoulder. So, ignoring the kind of dire way things were here for, a week upwards, have you been alright?
Yeah, for the most part,
The most part.
I've pretty much recovered. Yeah, I've pretty much recovered after all that happened with Father, so...
Good.
I'm good to go running about again.
Really glad to hear that.
Thanks.
What about March? How's
We'll
March
be
doing?
honest, he's been fairly okay, I think. Honestly, at home it's been fairly peaceful for all three of us. Like,
Good.
there's worry for what'll happen in the future. I know Decimal's apprehensive, but we've been hanging in pretty well.
That's good. Keep that up.
We will. Although, Decimal and March stopped allowing me to try the super spicy curry, and Hugh pouts. They
Well,
now
I
keep
have
on
to think
putting
there's.
it too high for me to reach.
Somehow,
Like,
I feel like
okay,
there's a good
sure,
reason for that.
Roll me insight. You get advantage because Hugh's an open.
Okay, 14.
Good enough. He was pouting, he looks away and he mumbles under his breath, but you do hear it's like, well, I guess when I faint the one time.
What's so special about... Look, it's not an issue of being tough. Like, you don't need to eat the spicy stuff. Not everyone's built for it. And Craigory's then also going to look and go like, and what do you mean too high? You've got wings, don't you? You can have wings. Granted,
I mean,
they're probably a bit
yeah,
big for indoors.
I don't want to wreck kitchen and all, so it's trying to bring them out a lot. If I'm honest, it's, well, okay, I guess first things first, it's technically they're magic constructs, so they're kind of hard to keep out a lot.
See, here's the thing. If the curry isn't quite important enough to bring them out, then I think the curry's good to stay where it is, don't you?
I guess, but I see March and Dessa will enjoy it so much, I want to join them.
You can eat other things that won't, like, destroy your con.
Hugh just pouts. I guess, but I'd figure since if I eat a bunch, I'll get better at taking, right?
Speaking as someone who's not handled spice very well himself, that's only kind of how it works.
Yeah, he's just like, you're right, and, well, now they have taken to hiding the curry too high because I wouldn't stop, so...
Good, I support them.
You get the poutiest of looks.
Yeah, surprisingly, I'm in favor of limiting a person from making themselves uncomfortable.
Okay. I guess you guys win this round. But hey, I guess speaking about wings, you said you wanted well, you mentioned wanting to see me fly, right? I could actually do that now.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, if it's not going to be too tiring. And if it's also not too
sure.
late, he kind of glances up at the sky.
Hugh also squints at the sky. Well, it's probably fine if I have them out for like a minute.
Alright, give it a go. There's like, do you need,
give...
like, a runway? Do you need, like, a dropping point? What's the easiest way to get airborne?
I guess either of those works. In theory, so long as enough space, I can get in the air just fine. So probably not good if I do it in the middle of the street here.
Yeah,
do you have
no. I got an
an
idea.
idea for where we could go?
I got an idea.
Okay.
Craigory
yeah,
is going
I
to start
never
leading the
asked,
way. Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. Like, while they are walking, Hugh's also just gonna be, oh yeah, I never asked, how come you're out at night here? I was half expecting to find you at Lynn's.
Which is not a bad guess at all. Pretty much have officially moved in at this point.
Hugh looks very cheerful, just in a, oh man, I'm happy for you kind of way.
Just, needed to work off some energy. Do something and take a walk, you know?
Okay.
So this works out real well.
Mm-hmm. Heck yeah. How's it been with Lynn, by the way? You two are dating, right? I never got confirmation, though. Looking back at it, it seems pretty obvious now.
Yeah, we are. We're together. It's a thing. And
Congrats.
yeah. I was about to say it's a little tough to put a specific start date on it, but actually it's kind of easy.
Yeah?
I'll be honest, I kind of assumed we were an official sort of something before Lynn realized that was going on.
You get like a nod and a, oh. So you two are that kind of stupid. He doesn't say this out loud, mind you, but his expression says it.
Hey, no. Lynn was that kind of stupid. I picked it up perfectly well on time. That Lynn just didn't realize how. Listen, it worked out good. It could have gone bad. It worked out.
Okay, that's good. It's Hugh pauses, and I think would I roll intelligence for this, just simply to remember Lynn goes to therapy game? You didn't realize the teasing then, but I think he'd connect the dots.
A few hindsight things are clear, like, oh my god, that's why they were acting like that.
Okay, 13 is low, but do you think it's still enough?
Hugh's known these two for a while. I'd say, yeah, there's like, with this information, some hindsight things are like, this has been going on a while, possibly further than either of them realized.
Like, they are walking, they're, like, Craigory, you literally see, like, the ... appear above Hugh's head, and it's just, wait, so Decimal was teasing you over your crush back when we convinced Lynn to, go to therapy.
Craigory snorts and his head just goes in his hands laughing. Yeah?
Look,
yeah.
Look, I'm not very good at recognizing these things either, I admit.
I was barely acknowledging to myself, and then Decimal swans in.
But of course. Oh, I'm glad you two are happy,
Yeah.
And no wonder he Well, no wonder Decimal figured out so quickly he's the best at treating these kind of things out of all of us.
Yeah, really. It's as useful as it is annoying, but never change.
He just looks kind of proud and is like, he's the best, like you.
I thought the whole point of best is that there's only one.
There can be multiple. Of all my brother is dearly.
There is a pause as Craigory processes that sentence.
There is a pause as Hugh realizes I said that out loud. Another pause and it's just, if you're okay with that as well.
I would say roll a dex save, but I don't think this is the kind of thing Hugh would avoid.
Correct. You would not.
Hugh's feet are no longer on the ground.
There is a squeak.
Yeah. Hugh, you have been swept up in hug number 2 of the night, and feet are no longer the ground. Craigory is still walking. He is still on a mission. But he's just beaming.
Aww.
Okay, but best of the best. Who's the best brother? I'm not offended. I just want to hear.
But I'd feel bad. I love all three of you a lot.
Aw. Honored, truly.
He still wants to hear, doesn't he?
Craigory just wants to see Hugh squirm, honestly.
Well, you're succeeding in that.
It's like, come on. We've already established there can only be one best. Now, March is the longest held one, that's true. And there's Decimal. Who knows how long I've fallen in this category, but clearly I'm pretty spectacular.
You are getting, you are actually getting a cat noise out of Hugh that's just like, merp, what do I do?
Now, Hugh, consider this. If it's up in the air, could I bribe you? Come on, listen. Consider, I will be best brother and get you that curry.
There is a pause and it's just like, oh, that is a pretty good argument.
See, exactly. Wouldn't the best brother allow you to do stupid things?
Well, if I'll be honest, probably not.
Aha, so there is an opinion.
Hey now, you know what? So, March is the best for being held.
Mm-hmm.
Decimal is the best for feeling safest, and you are the best for making me laugh. But you all do all of those really wonderfully, okay?
An acceptable answer.
Good, it better be.
Hugh, you are being
and now
set
he's
down.
going to bury him.
Oh, no.
I was gonna say, like Hugh says that, and then he's going to bury his face in your shirt. If you could see his ears, they'd probably be pink right now.
Yeah. Craigory's still going along then, but a minute later, he actually comes to a stop and goes like, "Okay, how is this?" Hugh could roll a general perception if he likes.
Yeah,
New
sure.
location and all that.
Can do. I believe that's a +7. Yes. Man, he was too busy being hugged.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 10.
Yep.
But that's a 3
It's
on the
dark
dice.
out, darker for having, still within city limits, but no longer kind of like among the buildings, if that makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
This is a small cliffside. Hugh can't hear the water. Hugh can't see the water, but can hear the water. But cliffside is what Craigory's decided.
Hey.
That seems like a good sort of place to take off from.
Yeah.
There's even water, it
And,
sounds like, for if there's a horrible, horrible crash landing.
Oh. Well, Hugh can at least swim, and you will see that he's pulled away just a little. He's probably still in the hug, honestly, but he's pulled away just a little to take a look around, and he's actually going to go, "Oh, is this near Lucille's pyre?"
Lucille doesn't have a permanent abode as such. Not to my knowledge.
I mean, I guess, but I met her at a pyre here in Halloweentown, so I connected to her.
It's a good meetup spot as any, but yeah, close-ish. It's over that way.
Okay.
Gonna jerk a thumb in a direction.
Yeah.
It's probably even the right direction.
Hugh just looks and then nods "Oh yeah." I think he's going to walk over a bit closer to the cliff edge to just take a look over.
Yep. And with that, there's even minimal rocks to dash yourself on.
Yeah. Always a win-win. And Hugh goes, "Yeah, okay, this should be pretty good. Make sure you don't get too close to the edge yourself, yeah?"
You got it. Salute.
Hugh gives a bit of a squint to make sure he actually does keep to that, but okay. And with a bit of a flourish, "Hey, Hugh has wings now." And he ruffles them along with his tail as he just kind of takes a peek over and then does a jump.
Hop and a skip.
Say, "Hey, Craigory." Correct. So, "Hey, Craigory." You see Hugh do a bit of, I guess it would be a twirl in the air before he comes up, flapping just "Here I am."
There you are. How's your stamina? You able to do that for long?
Not really, if I'm honest, but
All right.
long enough at least for a minute.
Time's a ticking then. Craigory's gonna take off at a run towards the cliff.
Wait, Craigory? Hugh is now flying right over.
And Craigory is
So-
jumping off the cliff, and he's casting Fly.
Oh, thank goodness. I think Craigory, you cast Fly, and then Hugh kind of crashes into you.
It gets even
And
funnier
it's
because
like,
Craigory
oh.
deliberately let himself fall for just a moment, and then activated it.
Just like Hugh is hugging him, and he is flapping his wings like crazy, and is just like,
Hold on.
"Don't ever do that again, jerk."
Hold on, like, I can hold myself aloft. You don't need to work so hard. I can do this for 10 minutes if I don't lose concentration.
Hugh just like shakes his head, holds tighter.
Hugh,
Ooh,
Hugh, come on. How are we supposed to race if you're doing this, huh? Hey.
you definitely won't fall if I let go, yeah?
He gets serious for him. Cross my heart, hope to die. Stick needle in my eye. I definitely will not fall.
Okay. And like it's gonna take another moment, but he'll let go. Though he's still kind of keeping an eye on you.
Yep. Craigory is still flying.
Good.
I'm just gonna kind of like sheepishly
do an
grin.
insight.
Yeah, he'll do that as
Okay,
he
that's
sheepishly
good.
grin and says, like, "Look, it was too good an opportunity to pass up."
I guess so, but you get swatted.
16 insight.
Hugh. Yeah, remember how Hugh was also dropped into a pit?
Craigory had not thought of that.
Yeah. That sure is a thing that happened. Which, really, really good thing that, he was caught.
Yeah. Craigory's
So
expression
mostly
sobers
he's-
further. He's gonna move a bit closer and fish something out from under his bandana. Just like, look, even if I'd beef that somehow, there's water, and I do have something that lets me breathe underwater.
Yeah?
Yeah. He's got
Okay.
a necklace now hooked under his thumb, glinting a bit in the moonlight. So this... I did think this through.
Okay.
That was probably more
I,
of a scare than it should have been. Sorry.
It's okay, I'm just glad you're alright.
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of goes to squeeze a hand, but, okay, it's okay. So you mentioned the race?
Yeah, let's stretch those wings, flyboy. How hard have you
Okay.
pushed yourself?
Not much yet, admittedly. I've only just reached the point where I can comfortably fly like this. Wanna test it out?
Yeah, I haven't gotten the chance to use this much either, so...
Hugh does a dive.
Oh! Eric's gonna dive after.
So real talk, for Hugh, his flying speed is 30 feet, since that's how this works for him.
Oh my god. More
He essentially, yeah,
The flying speed for fly is 60 feet.
oh my goodness.
Here's the thing.
Like-
Craigory doesn't have two big, honkin' huge extra limbs made of magical construct energy to flap and manage. It's he arguably is far less to concentrate on once the spell is actually down pat. He's taking the easy route.
Yeah, fair.
And here's the
It's
thing,
like,
if he's ping-ponging around, it could be argued any dexes we're doing, he has disadvantage on.
oh my goodness, yeah, sure. Sure. Because it's like, so what Hugh essentially has is, you know how Asimars have the ability to poof wings into existence for a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Hugh has that.
Nice.
So his just Astaria.
Yeah.
Uh
A non-concerning title card.
Absolutely. Definitely. I imagine he's doing a similar dive like on the title card now. Like does a spin. And then he swoops up to make sure he doesn't hit the water. Shall we both roll, I guess, a dex save?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna take a guess and say Craigory also goes after him.
Oh, absolutely.
17,
Oh my
not too
God.
shabby.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I did
What
this to me.
happened?
I did this to me.
How bad
So you
is
know
it?
how I said that fly's top speed is 60 feet and Craigory's not used this a ton. Between
Oh boy, yeah.
a slight competitive edge plus gravity plus not quite knowing the limits of this, that's a fucking 4. Craigory just ends up diving into the water.
Like, Hugh swoops up, hears the splash, and is like, wait. There is a Hugh who comes and flaps over to, like, the surface, and it's just, Craigory?
Head breaches the surface.
I'm imagining that, like, bubble. Yeah, I'm just imagining, like, bubbles come up.
Yeah, bubbles for a moment. And then he appears, shaking water out of his hair. I'm gonna roll to see if he lost concentration from surprise water entry. He has only so many
fair.
3rd level slots, and he wants to fly with his brother.
Aww. Like, he shakes his hair. Honestly, Hugh, like, flies closer to the surface and, like, has a hand out to help him up.
I'm thinking a 16 will do it.
Yeah. I figured, like, what, the DC is 10, since that's the lowest,
Yeah.
normally.
Craigory had a moment of, oh shit, to brace himself. So, he's taking that hand, but he's also kind of lifting himself out as well, which feels weird. Moving through water. And he's also going to prestidigitate himself dry.
Hugh can help with that. He has prestidigitation on your lead, too.
Yep.
Hugh will actually mention, like, it's a little odd feeling Craigory just lift himself out like that. When, like, Hugh has to bodily flap his wings. You can see his tail is also, like, swerving a bit wildly as well, to make sure he stays balanced above the water.
Yeah. Courage says, yeah, this is really one of those times where magic feels like a big, huge cheat, huh?
I guess a little bit. But hey, it means we can both fly, right?
Exactly. Does this help me win Best Brother?
Decisive nod. You're very determined to win Best Brother, huh?
Maybe.
Hugh maneuvers to, like, give you a squeeze. He's in a very huggy mood right now, I realize. But also that makes sense.
That makes sense. Craigory is not
It's
complaining.
Like, the Hugh in my head is just kind of, I have another brother, I have another brother. If they were back on the ground, he'd probably be, like, moving around. I guess I say moving around, doing a little jig, because he is very happy right now.
Hugh's got the zoomies.
Yeah, exactly. Like, especially now that the scare passed.
Mm-hmm. Craigory is going to point at basically the tallest tree in sight near the shore, and just gonna go. Alright, let's work some of that energy out while you're still able to be up. Racia?
Okay, yeah. Race you.
Craigory is
Shall
going
we
to
roll
attempt to be...
acrobatics for them?
Acrobatics, I think, yeah. Because depending on... It's the tallest tree, so you don't need to go through branches to get there. But acrobatics.
They do need to fly. Yeah, they do need to fly above the forest, though. So
Yep.
let me see. Okay.
Still going to do this on disadvantage for Craigory. This is... That could have been a nat 20, but it is not.
Rip. Let's see. That's a 16.
Oh my god. Also plus 11 to acrobatics. Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, remember that level in Roku has that went into insight and acrobatics? And, or no, it was the feat that gave insight, but it went into acrobatics and arcana.
Between that and expertise, yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's kind of a low roll. It's fairly obvious Hugh is still getting the hang of things.
Craigory is also getting the hang of things. Craigory has deliberately slowed down a bit to give himself more control.
Oh, fair.
The good news is he has a bit more control. The bad news is he's had to slow down to do that. So Hugh makes it there first.
Like, I'm imagining that these two maybe need to dodge just maybe a branch or two.
The trick is managing to keep that elevation.
Exactly, yeah. Actually, I'll roll an acrobatics again, just to see how well does Hugh land on a branch on that tall tree. Oh, pretty decently, actually. Actually, this makes sense. From what you can tell, yeah, he is perched. You know, it probably helps that he's tiny. He's tiny and he is light.
Craigory sees this, and he starts laughing. He goes like, "Oh my god, you've been literally bird-boned the entire time."
Hey.
No wonder you're so easy to pick up.
Hugh pouts. I know I'm small.
There's small, and then there's having maybe hollow bones.
There is a point. You know, I didn't think I had hollow bones.
You know, I say that, maybe don't try to find out.
There's like a nod, like, it's okay, yeah. Well, I guess the
things
fact
on the inside are best staying on the inside. Don't need to know about that. Biology is for chumps. Anatomy, bad. Nope.
It's okay. I'll be careful. Like, and you do see, like, Hugh reposition himself, like, tail flaring and wings up as he just, goes a little bit closer towards the tree. His trunk, and he sits down. Oh, I guess the fact that I'm easily holdable comes in handy for things like this, too.
Craigory is going to attempt to also perch. Where did the D20 go?
Roll
there
with
it
advantage. Roll with advantage, because you would try to help.
All right. He may need that help. Craigory is not bird-boned. He is trying to find the sturdiest-looking branch that is still high enough to, match Hugh. With a 12.
Ooh, yeah. Is that with the advantage?
That is with advantage. I don't think we wanted the 7.
Ooh. Yeah,
The
we really don't want the branch to break.
But it holds.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Like, I imagine you scrambled to, like, try and help Craigory land safely.
Yeah.
Like, there's a pause as they hear that creak, and maybe your comment on me being bird-boned has some merit. I'm way lighter than you, huh?
Definitely.
Can you maybe lean on the trunk more?
Yeah, he's shuffling closer to the trunk very carefully.
Yeah, Hugh is still on his branch, just kind of balancing and looking over.
Mm-hmm. And with that, the view is spectacular. You've got the water to one side, the lights of Halloweentown to the other.
Halloweentown. Yeah.
I used to climb trees
well.
a lot as a kid.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was...
I never got the chance, admittedly.
That's unfortunate. Kind of a critical part of childhood, you'd think, in my view. But also it was a good way to get oriented and find where you needed to get to. Find your way home. Because, there were clues everywhere. There was the direction that the moss would go, and climb a tree, find your landmarks that way. Things are easier in the woods, I think. I think that's it. Cities... man-made stuff just doesn't make sense. I think that's it.
Well, I guess it comes down to different kinds of markers, right? You know that most of my ways of getting outside were when I sneaked out. So there generally wouldn't be enough time for me to ever get out of town. Mostly I'd be in it. So I admit I'm more used to cities and towns than the forest.
That makes sense. I usually had a pretty generous time frame to get anywhere I wanted to go.
Makes sense. Like, a couple of times I did manage to sneak far away enough so, I know how to swim. But, tree climbing never really came up. I think this is the first time I've really been in a tree like this.
So what I'm hearing is, well, considering your time limit, you'll probably need to climb down anyway. Tree climbing experience. There we go.
That's a fair point. Okay. And I'm gonna
And if you really, really need to, I have one more fly I can pop off that could just get you to the ground.
Sounds like a plan. I bet we'll be able to get down together.
I'm sure. I'm just saying it's the backup plan.
By the way, it's about at this point, where I'm gonna say, a rule of timing. Hugh's wings kind of, disappear. And Hugh's just, okay, I guess that's that for them. Balances to get a little bit closer to the tree, and he's like, so, I guess any advice for how to do this? You're the tree climbing expert between the two of us, right?
You've got a good start. Keep close to the trunk. You know, thicker branches are your friends.
Mm-hmm.
When possible, test your weight a bit before fully committing.
Okay.
If the branches are this strong, this high up, I really don't have worries about the rest of the tree. It should be pretty smooth sailing.
Okay, that's good. Though as a player, I say, Craigory just jinxed it now, didn't he?
Oh, absolutely.
He will actually pause, like, he nods as he listens to this, and he goes, though you be careful as well, yeah? You're a lot heavier than I am, and the branches are still kind of thin up here.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can go before or after you, whichever you prefer, when we get there.
Either works, I guess? Either works. I guess whatever you prefer.
Well, advantage of me going first is whatever I can step on, you certainly can.
Okay.
Craigory is going to take
There's
just one more
also
minute to
pause for-
appreciate the view.
Oh yeah, like, honestly, it's a very cute scene, just these two vibing on top of the tree and staring at the view. Well, they're both vibing up here, though, like, Hugh gets, like, light bulb moment, and he's like, oh yeah, I have claws. I could use them for this. And, like, you see him, take his gloves off and put them into Hammer's face, and just, like, yeah, those sure do be claws. He is now gripping the tree trunk firmly.
Yeah, that would help. All right.
He actually, like, pauses, sticks his hand out if Craigory wants to see.
Well,
Or
what's
just
that
mess around.
offer? Craigory's
Or
going to
just,
take a
like,
look-see.
mess around with them. Okay. It's, I don't know if Craigory's ever seen Decimal's hands before, but Hugh's claws are a bit different in that they're closer to, like, being sharp fingernails. They have quite the point to them, though.
Mm-hmm. I'm...
Kitten claws, as it were.
Well, I'm not sure Craigory's seen Decimal's bare hands himself. He knows... He logically generally knows what's going on under the gloves, but I'm not certain he's seen it for himself.
Fair.
If he has, it would have been when he visited while Decimal was still in recovery on the couch.
Yeah. But, well, he sees Hugh. Now he can poke the claws if he wants to.
Oh, he's poking it. You know when you, like, take a cat's little paws and you, like, do the bean squish?
Oh my goodness,
This
yeah.
is kind of... Yes, the claws are the main feature attraction here, but thorough exploration of the hand in general to see what else this has changed or shifted.
You get like just like a noise of curiosity from Hugh, and he just kind of looks over as you're doing this.
It's like, you know, flips hand over, palm up to see what's going on there. Just, it's thorough. He's been given the permission and opportunity.
Fair and valid. They look fairly similar to what you'd assume was before. I guess Hugh tends to wear gloves a lot as well, but like, these are human hands.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly human hands.
Just for fun, he's going to compare hand sizes because I imagine Hugh's are teeny tiny dainty.
You are correct. They are.
Oh, little baby hands.
Yeah, correct. Just like Hugh sees this, like gives a bit of gives a smile and just wiggles his fingers a little as Craigory compares.
Baby, little baby man.
I'm not that small, am I?
Not the smallest. No. You know, Toons. Come in a range of sizes. But looking at everyone else, you tend to surround yourself with itty bitty.
Hugh just kind of rubs the back of his head. But also, yeah, you're entirely correct. Hugh is itty bitty.
Looks at March. Looks at March.
Yeah, looks directly at March. Looks at Decimal and Craigory both, who are over 6 feet. And then there's Hugh, who is 4'6". Like, I'm telling you right now, like, the only size he was going to gain is, like, another inch. He will be permanently this small.
Whoa. I suppose you could try to argue some height by flaring up the wings, but that's not permanent.
Yeah, it isn't permanent. Plus, like, they are indeed big, but they're not that much taller than him.
Alright. Hugh, you get your hand back, and Craigory's going to roll in athletics. Acrobatics.
All
Very
right.
definitely acrobatics.
There. Yeah, I think Hugh's then just, like, going to watch as well and try to keep an eye out. Actually, I should double check. Yes, Hugh does have Featherfall.
Oh my god. Craigory is as good as his word. It's a 21.
Yo, nice. Like, actually, yeah, I think as Craigory you climb down, Hugh's also just going to... Oh yeah, worst comes to worst, I got Featherfall as well, yeah?
Excellent. And I think between that knowledge and just, tree climbing, he doesn't end up going very slow and keeping Hugh's pace. He kind of gets excited and just goes.
Oh, fair. Okay.
He's like swinging from branches, like it's not even necessarily showing off. It's just this pure fun.
You kind of hear Hugh go, "Oh," just like up above, before he remembers, oh yeah, he should probably follow too. Did I have my boy roll acrobatics, or shall I have him roll athletics? Because they're funny for different reasons.
I think I'll let you decide that. And Craigory went kind of fast, but if you think Hugh was able to keep track of the route Craigory took, then you could also have advantage. So whatever is funniest.
I'm gonna say, like, yeah, I'm actually gonna say athletics, because he saw Craigory go so fast, so he kind of panicked and figured he should follow. So I'm making it athletics for this roll. Okay, that's a 9. I think Hugh panics and tries to go quicker. and then he accidentally goes on a branch that's a bit too thin for even him, and it kind of snaps. He manages to grab onto
There are some gouges in the trunk
branch,
now
though.
from claws.
Yeah, exactly.
Craigory, he's
Like,
almost
if
at the
Craigory-
bottom. Head snaps up.
Yeah, exactly.
You okay?
Just need a moment. And now I'm going to roll acrobatics.
If you had a tail, it would be puffed out right now.
Oh, Hugh has a tail. The bird tail is permanent.
Okay.
It is indeed puffed out. Ooh, that's not much better either.
The modifier saves
Like,
it.
It takes... yeah, pretty much. Like, this is still better than, like, the athletics, that's for sure. Like, it's probably just a little nerve-wracking looking from the ground, but, like, Hugh manages to scramble up onto another branch. Just kind of pauses before, like, there's a quiet, okay, let's try this again.
Craigory has reached the ground and is now looking up and watching.
There. Oh, yeah.
Ayo.
That's way better. Takes him a moment, but maybe he finds the route Craigory took. And you know, he's small enough and light enough that actually I think he's able to just from branch to branch as he goes down.
Nice.
And huzzah! Definitely takes a bit longer. But you have now obtained little sibling Craigory. He is standing next to you. I think shaking his hand a bit and, like, making sure there aren't any splinters.
Yeah. Alright, so how was that? If I scared you off tree climbing forever?
Nah, that was really fun. I think we should do it again. Do you think we could bring March and Decimal sometime, maybe? I bet it would be fun with all of us.
It would be fun even if my title of best tree climber here would immediately go out the window.
I don't know, you were really amazing.
Ah, shucks. Craigory's gonna start walking, and I'm gonna roll
like-
survival.
Let's go. Hugh also gets, like, a bit of a Hugh gets a bit of a knife cat face and it's just like, what, are you that scared they'll beat you easily?
March has height and extra limbs. I still think Decimal is stiff competition, even if he had a bad leg day. Let's be real.
True, well, honestly,
God.
once I got the hang of it, it was kind of like the parkour he taught me in town. He showed me how to climb up on buildings and on rooftops, you know, so it definitely helped for this.
I'm so fucking glad.
For everyone watching, that was a 5 Craigory roll.
You know, he went on this whole nostalgic thing about, you know, when he was little, he was able to find his way around perfectly well in the woods. Like, he did not get lost. He had the whole thing. He was looking around. He was taking excited landmarks. He's on the ground, and now he is going very definitely the wrong way, but he does not know this.
I think since that was a 14 from Hugh, like, Craigory is probably talking about us and probably talking about the times he walked in the woods, so Hugh is listening intently before there's a pause and it's just, Craigory, I think we're going the wrong way. Halloweentown isn't that direction, and he turns, like, complete the other way they were walking.
Craigory stops and sighs and goes, you know, at this point, I think, yeah, give that a shot. I'm just going to have to trust you on that. Like, I'm telling you, living in Toontown destroyed my sense of direction.
Yeah, okay, I get that. The still saves me to this day.
Yeah.
At least for Kara, I can ask nicely. Or, like, it's one of those days, they're in
I have tried asking Kara nicely.
Huh. I mean, occasionally they like taking me on a tour of town, but, like, that's always fun. But, like, today I asked them, and they got me to you really quick.
Oh, there we go. Probably saw we both could use this. And sure enough, within a few minutes of walking in Hugh's direction, they can see lights filtering through the trees.
Yeah, just like Hugh brightens up, and it's like, there we go.
It's getting a bit late. Are you still just gonna go straight home?
I got a bit more time before I said I'd come back. Actually, and then Hugh goes to take your hand, Craigory. Now he is satisfied.
Craigory swings it a little, just cause.
Yeah.
I don't think I actually said it aloud outright earlier. But, thanks, and you too, you know?
Yeah. Thank you.
This brothers thing.
You are getting a hug. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm happy to say that you're family.
Yeah. Yeah. Craigory doesn't have too much to respond to that. Like, words hard, actions better.
Oh, fair. Hugs. You're probably getting purring out of Hugh too.
Oh.
Just... I cannot state how happy he feels right now. If you wanted to carry him, he would not complain.
Craigory's going to attempt to, and I'm going to actually roll a strength for that this time, because between the flying and the climbing and the running around, energy levels.
Do it with it. Yeah, fair. Like, do it with advantage, I suppose, because, like, he would be doing his best to make it easier, and, well, I think we've come to the conclusion that he was really light.
Excellent news. 18.
Yeah! Heck yeah.
It's a bit of a grunt of effort because of the aforementioned factors, but... Huh.
You has been held. Congratulations. He is purring even harder.
Yep. And Craigory is making way for the teleportation circle. He'll see Hugh off from there.
Oh yeah. He was like, well, for one, he was also like just going to chatter a bit while they're going back, and is just like, so it's okay if I visit you soon, right?
It's always okay, yeah.
Okay. See you soon then, alright? That was squeeze.
Yeah, will do.
He was going to come home just like, what's the word? He's going to be very bouncy and is just like, hey, I got great news when he gets back to Toontown.
I think once Hugh
Oh.
was through the teleportation circle, Craigory has one more third level slot to burn. He actually would have cast Ascending Ahead to March
Oh.
to let him know that Hugh was on the way.
Oh, heck yeah. And, well, sure enough, he would have been right home. Honestly, once he is back, I think Hugh actually would have sent Ascending to Craigory just like, I'm back safe.
We're all a bit twitchy about everyone's whereabouts after the events of the last several months.
Yeah. Yeah. And considering well, I sure have been getting implications, let me put it this way. But
Winks and thumbs up.
Haha, yeah. But I think with that, thank you for FPSing with me. This was really cute.
This was good. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. And to everyone who will listen in the future, you're awesome. Bye-bye.
Bye now.